Hello, we're doing this again. That's right. This is Nath of the Gilt-Leaf. 5 cost elf warrior. Legendary creature, as they all are. You know, unless they're a legendary artifact. And at the beginning of your upkeep, you may have target opponent discard a card at random. Well, here we have it again. Upkeep, discard. Whenever an opponent discards a card, you may put a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token into play, so not a black one. Interesting that we're having a 4/4 5 cost creature, and we're gonna take this card out. We don't want this. This is a mythic from a later set, and we're gonna ramp up the power level by getting rid of one of my favorite decks, and we're gonna get rid of these sleeves too. These sleeves are unworthy of this deck. And Vertaloth the Ancient, we're not using that anymore. Power level's been crept out in EDH. You know, when Emrakul gets unbanned, I guess we'll use that. But Fate Reforged, no, we're not using this. This is one of the 3 cards we can take out, and the rest should be good. Like that betrays 12 cost, 11. Annihilator 2, we love Annihilator. Whenever opponent sacrifices a non-token, oh well. Is that gonna be a thing? We're gonna take this out of the sleeve though. We don't need it in the sleeve. We are gonna get a Heirloom Blade. So enters the battlefield, choose a color. Maybe your opponents, because there might be 4 of them. By the time you get this out, it might be 2 opponents, who knows, one-on-one, you just pick your opponent's colors. Multiplayer, you kind of want to pick which one's the predominant color, or maybe the red player because he's attacking so often. +2 protection from the color, of course, pretty standard. So yeah, the sleeve is bending. So that's 2 cards we're keeping. Gaia's Revenge for 7. He's an 8/5. Haste can't be countered. Can't be targeted by non-green. In this day and age, yeah, he's still good. Keep him. Obnixilis, Planeswalker, draw a card, lose a life. So Phyrexian Arena, destroy a creature. That's useful. Get an emblem, even better. And of course, we have Foster. Yeah, we want this in a better sleeve, because it's an enchantment, gives us value. Whenever a creature you control dies, you may pay 1. And if you do, reveal cards from the top of your library. Until you reveal a creature card, put that card into your hand and the rest to your graveyard. Well, this is Omnath. We kind of like have green creatures in the graveyard, black creatures in the graveyard. Turn Timber Grove, good land. Maybe we'll take out a bad land. Colony Garden, huh? That's a really funny, really good card. Zendikar, interesting set. Really cool interaction originally. This is a nice one too. Gain a life when it enters, comes into play tapped, of course. And Hickory Woodlot. This will go better in a land recursion deck. You got Crucible of Worlds, you got maybe those bug guys from the new Edge of Eternities. He's good. We're not using this for this deck. It's been outpaced, and I'm just gonna gut a deck. I'm gonna do like the green-black philosophy. Take one of my decks I don't use. I'm gonna make this one better. About time. Fertile Thicket. Whatever it does, it must be good because it enters tapped. And look at the top 5 cards of your library. Reveal basic land from and put it to your library. Put that card to the top of the library and the rest to the bottom of any order. Well, Halimar Depths, right? This is what kind of evolved into, so you can mono green, that kind of thing. Evolving Wilds instead of a 2-cost mana rock. This is what I play instead. It's just as good because we need creatures, not artifacts. We had Glissa for artifacts. We have Everglades for land recursion. I would defend this kind of recursion over Hickory Woodlot, but Hickory Woodlot has its place in certain decks. Bojuka Bog, exile all cards from target player's library. Hey, you gonna say sorry for doing that? Absolutely not. They're going to go through their graveyard. You're going to go through your graveyard. You're going to cycle this card if you don't need it, right? Most of the time you're going to play it. But we do have a sufficient number of lands. Unlike in real life, you know, you can never have enough lands. That's not true. You can have just enough land and have a good life. And we're going to keep going into this philosophy, because once you have something and you know what your goal is, you just enjoy it, you know? You bite off more than you can chew and you fail, that's totally acceptable, because you want to try and do something new. Never doubt yourself. Just make sure you're trying your best in the things you want to try your best at. If you just want to play this game casually and have a good time with your friends, and the deck's not super powerful, I preach it all the time, go ahead and do that. If you want to be more competitive and make sure your soul ring is in the bracket 3 and you're following the game changers, absolutely. But now you're following the Wizards of the Coast official EDH guaranteed ban list. That's not how this game started. It's literally not. It's a great game. So when I started, it was with a dual set. You get 2 60-card decks or 40-card decks, I don't know. But it was Garruk versus Liliana. You know, sometimes you buy the Merfolk versus Goblins, or you get the other ones. A Johnny versus someone. But mine was Liliana and Garruk. And it was fun, because you would just open it, play with your friend. If you both wanted to play the game, you kept playing the game. If one of you just wanted to play the game, you bought the cards from the other guy, and you kept going. And, you know, there are other card games, there are other video games, there's all sorts of things you can play. Duel Masters, you know, you can add some Duel Masters cards into this game, proxy that. Hellkite Duel Master 2020 whatever. Or if you're playing Duel Masters, you can always play the Mox Opal and Emrakul. Boy, that's weird, she keeps popping up. But, Forest. We love our forests in Canada. We're going to have a lot of them. But if we become part of America, which, you know, probably in a few years we're going to get invaded or something, just because perpetual war economy and shit. And, you know, it's just a nice place to go, have a good time, be yourself, in the quiet, with your significant other. And, just relaxing, peaceful, enjoy yourself. Humans are in cities a lot of the time, and your eyesight is used to this, actually. Yeah, it's really beautiful. And the more we build these kinds of things, you know, thus we scour and barren the land. We start to reap from the dead, you know, that's pretty useful. And we want to have an elemental bond so that we get, you know, more cards. You know, your general himself is a 4-cost. Maybe you'll get other big creatures on the play. We have, of course, From Beyond. This is kind of the culmination. When you have enough cards, you want to play this to add like 10 mana. But really, the mana curve is around 5 for this one. You'll see, even though we went through the mana already, there's going to be more cards to get us mana. Like Golgari Germination, when a creature you control dies, you just get a creature. You know, I can see the future. That was such a good joke from Dragon Ball Fighters, whatever. Oh, Gravity Well, make sure no one can attack with flying, because he doesn't make flying, guys. You gotta lean into what your general does. So, Gutter Grime. Gutter Grime, you would think would work with Consuming Blob. It doesn't. It's actually kind of better, because it's banked on this card. Consuming Blob is banked on your graveyard, how big it is. You're not actually filling your graveyard for multiple card types. You're basically using it for creatures. We're removing cards, actually. We're using our graveyard to make tokens. And with more tokens, we have more sacrifice outlets. With more sacrifice outlets, Rancor becomes useful for every single one of our 1/1s. It's just constant damage. We want good damage. Shades Form. once more damage. I could pillage other decks, get more value out of it. Sixth Sense is a good card, but we have Emerald Medallion as well. Of course, we're getting into the artifacts now, so I'm not going to be referencing the cards, because Farsight Mask, one of these old reprinted cards, very cool. Just prevents people from attacking you, really, unless they're really angry. Then you have blockers with your elves. Soul Ring, because this is a competitive deck. I'm not kidding you. This is a deck that's trying to at least do something with its Swift Boots. Right? It's not exactly a Windstorm adjacent deck. You know, you want to make sure deals all damage to flying cards, because you don't have that much flying. You have a Tragic Slip, so if a flying creature dies, you get rid of something that has indestructible, Phyrexian Titan, something like that. We have Simulacrum, make use of your tokens, get rid of a card. We have Cetesian Tactics, and it costs 1 more for each card beyond it. Give +1/+1, and creature fights. Fighting being like, you know, tap it, attack. So with more creatures you have, bigger creatures. I wish I put Lord of Extinction in here next time. Reincarnation, 3 cost, same as the last time. Creature dies, bring back a card from the graveyard. 3 cost recursion, as we have Evolution Charm. Search your library for a basic land. So rather than just have a mana rock, you put something like this in it. Because this deck isn't using a whole lot of artifacts. We're already on the instants and sorceries, like Victimize. I didn't really go over Colossal Heroics. I'm going to go over Seasons Past. Return any number of cards with different converted mana cost from your graveyard to your hand. Put Seasons Past to the bottom of its owner's library. So infinite recursion. That's pretty sick. I like that. We have Root Out. Yeah, this is kind of a weird misprint they made. I like it because the ink is extra thick, but destroy target artifact or enchantment, investigate. Nice. We have this, and you destroy target creature. Its controller loses life equal to its power plus its toughness. Plus its toughness? The fuck? Holy smokes. Okay, well, overrun because of all your cards, right? You know, making elves, making army, making a lot of dozen 5/5s or 5/1/1 green insects, or you entwine it. Because you can spend the mana. You might have life, death in your life, so whenever it happens, it happens. Until the end of turn, all lands you control are 1/1s that are still lands. Return target creature from your graveyard to play. You lose life equal to its mana cost. Ooh, the second part's even better. I like the green part, because it's like overrun, as we just saw. Or you could do the death part. Land Grant? I like the name. Yeah, again, just more for the sorcery style. If you have no land cards in your hand, you may reveal this. Instead of paying its cost, search your library. Basic forest card, put it to your hand. Pretty simple, pretty neat. Here we're going into the mana fetching with Growth Spasm. Search your library for a basic land card. And shuffle it, put an Eldrazi creature spawn, you know. Pretty useless, pretty useful. Just a creature that you get back. Here we have Down and Dirty. Target player discards 2 cards. Turn target card from your graveyard to your hand. I think Dirty would be the one you use more often. Diabolic Tutor? Do I want that still? Kinda. I mean, sure, I could use Jared's Orders. I think just for the sake of it, I'm going to leave it in. Maybe in the future, when I do this again, if I do this again, destroy all creatures. I'll update these deck with like, what the fuck would even go in this deck? You guys wouldn't even know, because that's what the point of this is, right? Reddit will tell me exactly what cards I need to put it in, and YouTube will give me all the best advice. So helpful, because we got Thrashing Brontodon. He's a dinosaur. Sacrifice him. Draw destroyed target artifact enchantments. He's pretty good. Sure, there's better. Of course there's better. This game makes better cards all the time. What do you mean this is better? Like, every single card can be optimized. You see the Soul Stone? What the fuck? It's an indestructible 2-cost artifact. That was the point of Dark Stealing it. Like, oh, also, this is the linchpin of the deck. This is what you're looking for with Diabolic Tutor. So, you know. We got Nest Invader. 2-cost Eldrazi Drone. So, you know, he makes a creature, and he makes, and it makes mana. And this guy, if you have a creature, target player discards 2 cards. It's only at sorcery speed. But you kind of want to be winning the game. So that's why Eldrazi are in here. So you get to mana ramp closer to what you need to get. Like a Mitotic Slime. This is good. You know, you sacrifice it, you get more slime for him. And you're targeting different opponents. And you're getting creatures. You see what I mean? So this is where we get hexproof. When a creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter. And Lumberknot's really good at 4 cost for a hexproof card. We're not killing creatures all the time, but we are using Llanowar Elves. You know, he's just 1 cost mana. Do you want to pay 2 for 1, or you want to pay 1 for 1? You have Kozilek's Predator, 3/3 for 4. Enters, put 2 Eldrazi spawn into play. That's really good. That's like really useful for what we're building towards. Next card is Corrosda Guildmage. Pay 3, gets Intimidate, so that's your attacker. Pay 4, sacrifice a non-token creature. Put Saprolinks into play, X is the sacrifice creature's token. Ooh, so there we go. Combo pieces, making the cards better. And then we have one of your few flying cards. Hornet Queen, flying, Death Touch. When it enters the battlefield, put 4 1/1 green insect tokens with flying and Death Touch into the battlefield. Now, if Gravity Well, Windstorm have been used up, you still have a defense. Or you hold off, play this, and then Gravity Well after that card's been used up. And here we have Hand of Emrakul. Yeah, it's a common for 9, 7/7. You may sacrifice 4 Eldrazi spawn rather than play Hand of Emrakul's mana cost Annihilator 1. That seems pretty good. We're going to use that. Just a common. We have mythic rares too. Green Warden of Murasa. When he enters the battlefield, turn target card from your graveyard to your hand. Just exiles, do returns, whatever. Use recursion. We want more infinite recursion with like a Golgari Guildmage, so whatever Green Warden of Murasa does, you want to bring it back with this card. We went over it with Glissa, Findhorn Elves. A lot of these elves are going to be crossover with another elf deck you'll be seeing soon enough. Edric Sar, Master Breeder. If you have 7 or more Thralls, sacrifice them. That's a bad thing. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put X black Thralls into creature powers token. For X of that spell's converted mana cost. Yeah, that's really good. You want that. You want that to combo with your elves who make mana, like Elvish Mystic. Comes into play, makes some mana. And then we have Brutalizer Exarch. Enters a battlefield. Put your library. Search your library for a creature card. Reveal it. Shuffle your library and put that card on top of it. That's pretty good. Put that card and put that card on top of it. Or put target non-creature permanent to the bottom of its owner's library. That's really good. But you can't get rid of the fucking Leyline station because it's a commander now. So they changed the rules that you can put your commander in the command zone. Okay, now I don't want to play the game anymore. Because if you Chaos Warp the opponent, they're supposed to put it in their deck and then shuffle, get a new permanent. So this is a Scion. This is a colorless Eldrazi Scion. But if they can just put to the command zone, you get Eldrazi. You get a bunch of 0/1 plants and then landfall, put a +1/+1. So you know that Terramorphic expands, it doubles it. So, like I said, if they have Chaos Warp, what's the point? You can't target their commander anymore. You can't Fate Seal their commander. You can play Artisan of Kozilek. Turn target card from the graveyard and Annihilator 2. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's it. So maybe something like this, if you don't have many creatures to recur. You want to use Acidic Slime. This is the sad part. This is the part where I take apart my Polymorph deck from Zendikar. Sure, I added cards to it that I thought would be useful, but basically, you would play Colony Garden, play a 4 cost, use Halmar Depths, use Polymorph on the token, and then get one of your creatures. I can't use Emrakul, so I can use this one, I think. So we're gonna use that. And we're gonna take out Spawn Sire, yeah, sure. That's 2. Temperatures, no. Yeah, we already have that. Can't put that in, that's blue. Land card would be good, like this. Yeah, Eldrazi Temple. I think one more is good. Spawning Bed? No. Blighted Woodland? Probably. Fog? There's better fogs than Fog. Oh, here we go. Fuck, it's even from Zendikar. Okay, we're gonna use this. And that's pillaging my old Polymorph deck just for EDH. And we're gonna put new sleeves on it. That's gonna make you happy.